It's time to count down.
Okay, we're here on a Saturday, and I'm Chris with Happy Toilet. This is my wife, Linda, and we're glad to be here. I guess I jumped the gun on that one.
Yes, I told him, I said, it's counting down. Don't go yet.
Well, we're on now, so let's do it.
Chris is always ready to get on. Hurry, we got to go live.
All right, what are we talking about today, Linda?
Well, Chris, first we're going to introduce ourselves.
I did. I'm Chris, and you're Linda.
There we go.
We're owners of Happy Toilet, your self-cleaning toilet. Boy,
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Chris,
You go.
I know it's Saturday. Relax. Happy Toilet is a toilet tablet dispenser. And before Happy Toilet, Chris and I owned a plumbing company for 40 years and helped many customers with toilet problems, water line problems, water treatment problems, everything. And the number one question I got, even after we fixed all the concerns or the breaks, was, but the ongoing problem is my toilet keeps having a ring. It keeps getting dirty. And it seems like sometimes it gets dirty faster. Can I use these tablets in the tank? And we would say no. Why, Chris?
Or if you do use them, they're going to break your tank, and you'll have to have us come out and help you out more often.
So we would say no because the plumbing parts would break. And a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
But even our customers, we'd explain that, we'd educate them, and they were still willing to take the risk of using them.
Yeah.
And what was the reason that you think that they wanted to take the risk?
Because they're just tired of having dirty toilets.
Yeah, well, that and all this manual stuff, I've got all this stuff going on here. If you were to look at all this stuff, this takes the place of everything here. One Happy Toilet cleaner and a tablet once a month.
And none of these clean every day unless you're going to use them every day. And in fact, ours cleans more than every day. Ours cleans with every flush.
That's right. And there's a difference with how it cleans, because when you get a master plumber of 40 years that really understands the flushing system and how the toilet works, and then the water treatment with the toilet, all of that has to work together to get that magic solution for you. And I just never stopped asking. I still want something better. A lot of things were improving, Chris. We got we got pool cleaners that were more automatic, even on our phones. We got vacuum cleaners that you could schedule, automatic. There's so many wonderful cleaners out there.
Just look at our cars now. They're almost completely automatic.
Yes. But even our dishwasher, even though it's around for a long time, or our washing machine, you put soap in a dispenser. Why didn't we ever put soap in a dispenser in a toilet? Because that made a difference with the washing machine, made a difference with the dishwasher. Because the dishwasher was told when to release the soap at the perfect time with its system. It's a system. The washing machine, it's a system. When do you release the bleach? When do you release the softener, rinse?
And
the soap. And the toilet never got those instructions. Nobody ever shared that about a toilet. So for years we've been using this, like my grandmother and my mother's been using. Yep. And then some people came out with these little gel dots that you put inside the toilet.
I don't see how those really work that well.
I had to try them though. I think everyone out there had to try everything that they could, because that looked better than manual, right? And then we've got some of these other tank soaps that you put in, right? Or magnets. This is not a soap. It's got magnets in there. If you cut it open, which we did, that's what's in there. And anything you put in, this has got probably decent soap in there. And I don't know if it's disinfectant, but whatever it is, cleaning agent to go down into the bowl. But if you would get back to the master plumber or anyone that knows how the toilet really works, They would tell you you're getting rings because you're not cleaning and scrubbing enough. And when I go to the store, I see shelves of these pumice stones, and I'm looking at it like, who wants to use that and clean and scrub rings? Because if you have to use this and you got a ring to scrub, everybody, common sense just says you're not cleaning enough. The toilet bowl is not being cleaned enough. When we have a dish and it's not growing our chemistry product, projects, a petri dish, we've cleaned it enough. We've gotten everything off and we can use it again. That is the same thing as a toilet bowl.
Yep.
You have to clean it more. So any concerns about cleaning the toilet bowl, smell, odors, rings, it's not being cleaned enough.
It's funny that the toilet, everyone's just, at best, most people just clean it once a week. Some people clean it once a month, whatever. But it's funny because I know a lot of people that, they'll wash their hands and then they wipe down the sink when they're done.
Exactly.
They cook in the kitchen and it's completely clean. In fact, they clean it before and then they clean it after.
Yes.
And that was just, in fact, it's not every day. It was every use, right? You clean the kitchen up with every use. You clean the bathroom up maybe. We go people that, they don't like the hard water on their shower. So what do? They squeegee after every shower.
And they put a shower spray on it.
It really does help because
every single time.
Your choice is either do it like that and it's a lot easier, or you're going to have a lot of hard work afterwards if you let it build up over time.
And I think what that is Chris, with the shower door, that's a great example. That's education.
Yeah.
That's just knowledge.
Well, it's also laziness because I have to admit, I don't always squeegee the shower door.
Okay. But it's still education. If you know that's what should be done, that's because you're knowledgeable about it. Mm-hmm. If you don't know why all those water spots are happening and why that's setting up on your glass shower doors. And a lot of people right now are going to showers versus bathtubs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, that is a
so
really
think of it
great
that
example.
way, guys. This is like squeegeeing your toilet after every use.
That is a wonderful, wonderful statement there.
I come up with them sometimes.
Oh man, he is just unbelievable.
Thank you.
After
41,
42,
almost
42 years marriage, and about 6 more years before that.
No, 5.
5. Yeah, that makes it. I'll say 4.
Sure, that's
Anyway, long enough to know I don't want to scrub my shower doors. I don't want to scrub my dishes, and I want the dishwasher to work properly. And I now love that my toilet is working properly.
You're living in paradise.
Oh, no. Come on, everybody. Come on. Give me some feedback now. Come on.
You're living in paradise.
No. He can do more. He can do more.
Yeah. I am. I'm cleaning the pool for you every day. I vacuum every day. I clean the toilets constantly.
Well, listen to this.
Yeah.
All that is automatically done.
Yeah.
So does anyone in your family
Working
say
hard
that?
right here.
Well, I do have to.
It certainly helps.
It does because, it's not a whiner here or white wine, but, your body has had a lot of issues over the years.
Plus we have other things we want to do around the house.
If we've got the strength and the time and the physical ability and the time, there's other things to do. That's right. Plenty. But everybody out there, everybody listening has better things to do than scrub your toilet.
That now they have automatic window cleaners, robotics.
Really?
That clean the windows. So now you have to go put it on the window every time, but you put it on the window and they clean the windows now.
I can figure out how to put it on.
Yeah. I'm looking to get you one then.
But the other aspect, Chris, is the physicality. Somebody might be recuperating from an operation. They might just have a disability. They might have back problems like you, and getting down close enough to scrub that bowl physically is torture.
Well, and some people just getting down there because the uckiness of the toilet is no fun. They just don't want to do it.
I Google a lot. Maybe you all do.
Yeah, we know way too much about toilets now.
But they said that 77% of people have a disgust and you see my face? a real bad feeling about getting close to that toilet bowl.
Yes.
Now, I wonder about the other part, though. Those people, is that maybe their job? But you would still think that they have a feeling of not wanting to get in there. I don't know who everyone else is.
Can I tell a quick story?
Oh, please do.
Sure. Well, we went down into the mines in Bisbee, and one of the top jobs in the mine was being the honey dipper. That's the one that took the bathroom facilities on the rail. They pushed it down so the miners could use that to relieve themselves. And this thing is what, I don't know, 100 years old and all rusty and stuff. We have some pictures of that. And we got to take a picture of it. And there were people that said, oh, that is disgusting.
Why would you sit on that?
Yeah.
Well, we're plumbers.
Yeah, we're plumbers.
But look at that. You know, they had to have that service. They had to hire somebody that was willing to do that and then push that cart all the way up and empty it.
Empty and clean it properly. And then take it back down.
Yeah. They were the highest paid.
They were the highest paid in the mines.
Yeah. All that other work and skill and trade to do everything else.
That's because nobody else wanted to do it.
Well, sometimes you got to pay people to do the dirtiest, nastiest things. Yeah. You know, that's
it is cleaning a toilet is no fun.
No.
Not at all.
If anyone has ever had a toilet overflow or back up, you know, that's another disgusting situation to get in. It makes me think of that commercial. It says, we have a situation.
Yeah. We have a situation.
We have a situation. I need help. It's a great commercial. Anyway, so Chris, do you want to share a little bit about both of our units here for everybody?
Sure. I know we don't always talk a whole lot about the Kohler unit, but we designed it to fit directly on top of the Kohler unit, which works fantastic. And with each flush, as it opens up and flushes and the water goes down the drain, as it closes, the water, instead of just going into here directly, it goes through our system first, picks up solution, and then drops down this middle pipe here down into the bowl, filling up the bowl. So all the cleaning solution goes into the bowl with each flush. A little bit, when you first flush it, starts to go in with the flush itself to go through the water trapways, and that really does help. So yeah, it does the same thing as this one.
Right.
But it just does it in a different shape.
So that middle part is just like that overflow tube.
It is like the overflow tube. Yeah, exactly.
The same thing. So everyone, let's make it simple. I always tell Chris, just dummy it down for Linda. Dummy down for Linda. I'm really simple. So that middle part is the same thing that is. Yep. It's a different shape. Yep. Does the same thing.
It just drops it into, actually the overflow tube, Linda, is the canister here itself. If your toilet ever filled up too high, it just comes here and drops into the canister, which goes directly down into the valve. So yeah, it just drops down in there. And
if you ever wanted to know that, but you don't have to know any of that to use the Happy Toilet Cleaner, right?
No, not at all.
No.
Once you put it on, you're pretty much good to go. You just drop your tablets in after that as needed.
You know, it's so simple. I was talking to somebody the other day. You know, I get comments that people don't understand really what this is. They think it's like a cleaner. Okay. They think this is this.
Yeah. They ask like it is a cleaner.
So I want to share with you, this is not a cleaner. This is a cleaner. This is a dispenser. This changes how your flushing system will bring
it lets you use your favorite cleaning tablet. Yeah. You just drop it in there and you get to choose. You know, you can pick out any brand you want. The hard tablet ones, though, do last longer and do a better job than the gel ones. But I do know people that still like a certain one, and that's what they use. And they say, I don't care.
You can use any you want. Yeah. That's fine if it's working for you. But the thing of it is, what's the difference, Chris, about putting those tablets in the tank? Because some people still are a little leery about, you know, I'm still happy. I'll just throw my tablet in. I don't mind risking the plumbing parts. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Well, sure. It's not just risking the plumbing parts, Linda. It's that dispenses throughout that whole tank, which is probably going to be 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of water. And when you flush, it just away it goes. And you didn't really get to, you know, there's something called contact time. And the cleaner, whether it be a soap or a bleach or whatever, needs to have contact time to help kill germs and keep germs at bay. And so just having it go down really fast, it doesn't do a great job in the bowl after the flush. So ours, it just goes in after the flush for the most part. A little bit does go in during the flush, but after the flush, it goes in and it stays in there and it will clean and clean and clean.
So,
and if you need to, if you need to, you just take a brush real quick. You don't have to add anything else, and you just
the cleaner's already in the bowl. But I shouldn't say but, the additional benefit for everybody is you can still use your tablets that you're using in here, but it will work 3 times better because it sits in the water after the flush.
And most of them, we find out they last quite a bit longer too.
Much longer.
Yeah.
Because it sits in this dispenser.
Yeah, it's only dispersing into this small container here instead of the whole tank.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the confusion is people are just amazed that why hasn't this happened before?
Right.
We don't know the answer to that.
Right. And Linda, they're moving towards more hygienic made toilets. So they're looking at UV lights and different things, but this is the most simple system out there. You just simply drop it in and that's it. You just got to continually put a tablet in as needed.
Yeah.
And it's not that often. I mean, if you think cleaning the toilet once a week is bad, I assume someday they're going to think, well, dropping a tablet in once a month is terrible, but that's a lot less work.
Oh, goodness, yes. But it's not even comparable to once a week. You drop it in once a month.
And that's it. You don't have to do much else.
And it's cleaning an average of 56 times a week.
That's, eight flushes a day.
Yeah. And a lot of toilets are more than that. Our
downstairs toilet's a lot more than that. In fact, our dentist, I asked him how many times he thinks that's used. He says, I don't know, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And they really do like it.
Well, and a lot of people can
tell the difference.
Well, they can tell how much is used by toilet paper that they're going through somewhat. But there are a lot of small offices out there that are loving it. I just had an email earlier today. They love our tablets. The customers are really saying how much they appreciate the fresh cleaning smell when they go into the office. The employees are loving it. They feel better. So, just share with your employers, share with your offices, share with places that you're visiting. If you're thinking that their toilet could use a little bit of TLC, they don't have to do it manually. It's just a happy toilet cleaner.
And most offices have someone come in and clean quite often, but
not enough.
Toilet's being used so much.
Yeah.
This is great because it cleans it with every flush.
I really believe in another year, it's going to change the world because so many people are really going to want and expect the toilet to be cleaner than once a week.
I hope someday they come with inside the toilet when you buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very important. So if you don't already have one, or if you have one and you want to give one away as a gift, comment on this before Monday. If you're watching it now, or again, before Monday, comment. I'll put your name in the drawing for a free Happy Toilet Cleaner, the Deuce or the regular model. And if you share it with your favorite friends and family on Facebook or Instagram, feel free to tell them you're going to get your name in twice.
Right.
Isn't that awesome?
Remember, guys, if you're in the market for a new toilet, make sure it's one that will accept the Happy Toilet Cleaner. Most of them do. It's not a problem, but just double check and make sure. Then you're going to have a brand new toilet that's going to stay that way for many, many years.
Well, that is a good tip, Chris, because when you do get a new toilet, you want to put this in. You want to keep that hard water deposits out. You want to keep the rings away from the first day that you have it.
Right.
And share it with your plumber. We got thousands of plumbers that love it, but maybe your plumber don't even know about it. Share it.
I stop into the Home Depots and Lowe's of the world in different places, and I look and see how many we actually fit. I went down to a local plumbing wholesale dealer, and they have a big display of toilets, and I was looking, and we fit every one except for the one that they had on there that was the pressure assist. That's the one with that big air jet engine inside of it.
Kind of like really it's called Stealth or something. Yeah.
And so those, no, we don't fit those.
On our website, I've got, the two that we know we don't fit. One is called the Mansfield, and it's got a little bit different of a flushing system or overflow tube, but we're working on that. We are working to get that model.
We do fit some Mansfield because not all of them use that flushing system, Linda. So some Mansfields we do flush. So double check that before you just say, oh, we don't fit Mansfield.
Right. So, Chris and I are getting ready. If any of you know about the International Home Show in Chicago every year, this year they're calling it Inspired Home Show. We are going to have our booth there. And many of you may be coming to the show. Maybe you have a booth. Maybe you're coming to visit the show. We would love to meet you. Come by and see us.
It's supposed to be a really big show.
A really big show. Do you remember who used to say that?
3 days.
A really big show.
There was a guy before Johnny Carson.
I know. I'm trying to think. I can see his face.
A really big show for you tonight.
Anyone out there, tell me his name.
Yeah, we don't have Elvis Presley coming on, but hey,
really big
show.
But we'd love to see you. We have some fun things planned for our booth. We're going to be in the cleaning area.
And the new product area.
The new
brand new product area.
Yes. New product for the home show.
That's where I am excited to be.
You bet. And I've already had lots of people, contacting me to set up a time to meet us.
Yeah.
So the word has gotten out. I think that a lot of
even interview us too, because you've had some people like from magazines and stuff call you as well, right?
Yes, definitely.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So everyone's interested in what is this? Why is this different? The word is getting out. Don't wait until, 3 years from now to save yourself on cleaning your toilet. Get it now.
I looked up Happy Toilet on the chat GPT.
Yes, tell us about it.
We're a disruptor.
Oh, what does that mean?
Disruptor. It means we're coming in and making, we're making people nervous or we're just getting known in this industry, the automatic toilet cleaning. And, we're making waves, people. It's because it works. That's the biggest thing is it works. When something works, it ends up doing well. And this works. And so I think, it shows in all of our reviews.
Yeah.
Our reviews are really high for the people that use it. And, we just need to get out there in front of more people. So if you see this and you personally don't need it, let someone know because maybe one of your friends would love to have one.
That's right. If you love cleaning your toilet manually, that's okay.
I know,
just let your friends know about this.
I like cleaning my toilet, and that's great. You know what? Good for you.
So, Chris, how easy is it to install? Because I know some people say, "Oh, that looks." I don't know toilets.
Most installs are going to take less than a minute.
Can you show us?
Sure. And some of them may be a little longer for one reason or another, but most installs, you're going to have your overflow tube here. Pull that off, hook directly to the overflow tube. And it's as simple as just pulling that off, Linda, setting that to the side, and then putting in the Happy Toilet. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fast. Now, one tip would be is you'd like to dip this into water so that it doesn't float. Otherwise, it'd be like a boat and float. We put it in there like that.
Not always.
Oh, there we go, Linda. And you're good to go. Then all you got to do is drop in your favorite tablet in there. It'll hold a big Clorox tablet or it'll hold one of our Happy Ultra tablets that do a fantastic job. This is the one that dentist office really likes.
Yes.
They really do like these.
I know.
And then every time you flush, the water is going to go down the tank, clean the bowl, right? Clear the bowl of all the human waste. And then you're going to have this refill, go pick up the solution, drop down in the overflow tube, which is how the water gets back into the bowl to fill the bowl up. And that's going to stay there with the solution cleaning in between this flush and the next.
So everyone, did you hear that? Did you see it? There's 2 areas of water in the tank.
We're going to talk about the magic.
Well, you go so fast sometimes, and I'm not a plumber, and I'm dumbing it down for me. So I know that there's water in the tank. We all know that there's water in the tank because years ago, that's how they invented a better flushing system. They invented it this way. So
even your kids might know because I'm sure kids just open the tank up to see what the heck's in there anyway.
Well, yeah. And then that's all that we really recognize, right? But that's not the water that the cleaner's in. I call it the magic water, and it's the refill water. There's 2 areas of water in your toilet tank. So if you don't get anything out of our talk today, know your toilet tank has 2 areas of water. One flushes right down the drain, and the other one will refill the bowl. Stop there. That's all you need to know. Now, if you don't want to manually clean your toilet, you'll want to use the Happy Toilet Cleaner so that when it refills, it brings in a cleaner. It brings in an awesome cleaner to clean under the rim. How many of you have talked about and heard about the odors that stay underneath the rim or the areas, the jetways, I call it, that get clogged up, and then all of a sudden your flushing isn't working as well over time. Mm-hmm. We used to get told called all the time, my flushing system isn't working as well. Well, it wasn't repairing these parts. It was trying to clean out the clogs, the waterways. Well, when you use the Happy Toilet Cleaner, it's going to clean it with every single flush. So if you already have some of those, there's a very good possibility it's going to, each time you use it, each time you flush, it's going to keep a little bit at a time. And your flushing system just may get better and better. That's why we recommend to use it from the very beginning.
Benjamin Franklin, dealer in Austin. He had a plumber go to a customer's home and they were getting a smell call, and they would always have smells and they couldn't find it. And, the plumber finally says, it could be coming from the toilet because we smell it here at the toilet. And it smelled a lot when you flushed it because it would stir up it would stir stuff up. So he says, we'll try this. And they put it in. And I think within 2 days, the customer called back and said, it's gone. And this is what did it. Putting this in and cleaning with every flush made all the difference in the world.
A plumber couldn't fix it because it's a smell, right? It's a cleaning situation. So when you go back to smells, it's not being cleaned enough. So it's just as simple as that. Clean the toilet properly, not cleaning it just with brushes, because I'm sure those people were cleaning the bowl as best as they could. But can we do it better? Now we can. An average of 56 times a week with the Happy Toilet Cleaner. I don't know how things can get better than that.
Yeah, 56 times.
Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't want to clean it 56 times.
No, I don't even want to clean it 8 times a day.
Now I'm kind of sad because I start thinking about how many times we clean dishes.
Oh, I know.
It's constantly.
Our dishwasher's kind of on the fritz right now. So, usually.
I'm under the gun.
Usually you put all your dirty dishes in there all day long and then we wash it at night. Well, now we're washing them every time we use them manually.
Yeah, and it's a weekend.
Well, it makes you really think, if I wanted to go in there, and I should be cleaning my toilet manually every single time somebody's using it. That's really the way to keep away the rings, the odors, making sure everything's cleaned up really well. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't watch for people to go out and, whoops, hold on, I got to go take my scrub brush and I got to get under the rims and I got to put all my gloves on 8 times a day. I couldn't do it.
No, you couldn't do it.
Times 3 toilets.
No.
This is just changing lives.
I don't think you can get me to do it either.
Oh, I wouldn't want to make anybody do it. It's just a disgusting job. We have house cleaners that we talk to all the time. And yes, they do a great job on the toilets, but when they come in and just clean it once a week or once every 2 weeks, that toilet has buildup and it's a lot of work. If you just get this, they can still clean it really well on top of what this is doing. They'll clean around, but they have more time to put towards your refrigerator. They have more time to put towards things that physically you need done, ceiling fans, things
and if
like
they're
that.
doing it right, Linda, like I say, most of them are going to be using a product like this.
Right.
If you read the instructions on here, it talks about contact time. You need to leave the cleaner in there, and that's what ours does. It's in there every single flush, in between every flush, all the time. It's never without a cleaner.
So big.
Yeah.
Such a difference in life.
Yeah.
Hey guys, are you ready to change your toilet cleaning? Change to the new innovation, the 21st century way. Throw out all these brushes that have been around since 1932. Throw out all the cleaners that keep appearing to be the next new best thing on to help us. It really is now the Happy Toilet Cleaner. It's patented and designed from Master Plumber.
Right. I mean, mad plumber.
A mad plumber. I was going to say that. A mad master plumber that was happy to make my life better. And we're sharing it with you.
There's nothing else on the market, too, guys, that does everything that ours does. There are other products similar to this, but they use extra hoses. You have to buy their cartridge. Mine, any tablet will fit. It slides over the overflow, and it works great. There is nothing better, I think, Linda, out there than this. It's so simple. And that's what makes it even better. It is just so simple. Once you put it on, all you have to do is put a tablet in as needed, and you're done.
It's U.S. made. It comes right here from Arizona. It will save the landfill of all this garbage that we collect when we're trying to clean with all these other products. All you have is a wrapper once a month. And this will last you 5-10 years. It's like, what else could we want? It saves you money. All these cleaners, people come to me and say, oh, it's too expensive. really? Have they ever really compared all the money that we're spending on brushes and cleaners and this?
Well,
this
Linda,
is $50.
I'm going to do a show on this, Linda, and
I
I'll
know.
show you how inexpensive this is compared to these. Once you go,
Yeah.
you break it out for 3 or 4 years, 5 years, because this really isn't that expensive. I mean, once you buy this, all you have to do is just have the tablets come, and we even have ours now on automatic shipment too.
We
right,
do.
Linda?
We have
and you just have them
subscriptions.
shipped to you. It's great.
Yeah. I tell you, everyone, we're on Walmart.com. We're at HappyToilet.com. We're at some Aces here in Arizona. Amazon.com.
Shoebies.
We're at a lot of different publishers. We're going to be on a local CBS deal soon here in Arizona. So you're going to see us more and more.
And we're moving into Canada soon.
Yes, Canada. We just signed with a distribution center that's hard for me to say. That will be sharing this with everybody in Canada. So look out, everyone. It is going to make its way this year, and everyone you know is going to have one. Anything else, Linda, you want to share?
I'm going to tell them how easy it is.
Oh, it's so easy.
You ready?
I am.
It's flush and easy.
Have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday to pick the winner, the last winner of our 30-day Facebook Live challenge that we put together for us.
Did we miss a day?
We never missed a day.
Never.
We take off Sundays, family day.
I missed a few days, but we still got the show done.
We still did. River jumped in. I had Sherry with me. We were great. And anyone else that wants to visit and come in and work with us on these lives, we'd love to have you. Just reach out and let me know. You guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend.
All right, Linda.
Thank you.
Another successful show. You guys have a great weekend. See you later.